Let's make your business cook. Independent chefs who want to build and scale their personal and private chef business and call their own shots? Subscribe here for tips, hacks, and tactics to get clients, money, and freedom. So before we begin, like and subscribe below.
Hey, are you telling the right story on social media about you and your business and the clients that you want to hire? Because I want to share with you two alarming statistics. I want to share with you this first one. 70%, 70% of employers are making decisions about who to hire based on what's on social media. Shocking. And yes, it's legal. It's public information you volunteered to put out. So it's out there for people to see, and they're making judgments. Here's 10 of the ways they're judging you on your social media. Number one, they're judging based on whether or not there are any provocative or inappropriate photos, videos, or information about you online. That could be of adult, illegal, or sexual nature. Number two, they're making judgments about any information that you've put up about drinking or drug use. Number three, they're making judgments about you and your business and the services you can provide, chef, if you're making any discriminatory comments related to race, gender, or religion. Number four, they're making judgments about you based on whether or not you've badmouthed any previous company, boss, co-workers, right? Number five, they're making judgments about your business. This is why corporations work so hard to curate their image, and why the NFL has its athletes doing cameo appearances and volunteer work with the United Way. Every company has to deal with reputations, and so you're no different. Number five, people are making judgments about whether or not you're lying about your qualifications, or if you're sharing confidential information about any employer or somebody else that is inappropriate. Number six, they're making a judgment whether or not you use profanity or poor communication skills. And that means, if you're doing run-on sentences and paragraphs and ranting, and if every one of your posts is a 5-page thing long, I know people who do that. Oh my gosh, it's so much writing. I'm making a judgment about who you are. You kind of go off, you kind of go on, right? And I'm making a conclusion about you. Same thing, if you're really short, to the point, and angry all the time, and they're making a judgment about you. And likely you're trying to make that impression, but is it working for you? Are you building a business by putting up that communication in that manner? I'm really careful, because of the clients that I want to attract, of communicating online in a way that mirrors the way I know my clients would like to communicate. They often don't see on my social media, you don't see my motorcycle riding side, my roller skating ride side. You certainly don't hear my foul mouth. I have a kitchen mouth. I have a sailor's mouth, and you won't see that on social media, because my clients don't value that. They may like that to be entertained. It's true, right? But when it comes to being a client, and them inviting me into their home, they don't want somebody foul-mouthed, right? So let's see. Number 7, have you been linked in any way to criminal behavior? Better clean that up. Number 8, political tirades or negative rants on any topic, on any politician. Number 9, if you've had an unprofessional screen name, people are making judgments about it. And number 10, if you've lied about an absence, even if it was clever and you put up a post and went, screw my boss, it's a ski day, and then you show a picture of you on a ski lift, to take your day off, people are making judgments about the kind of person that you are. And it's really important. People are putting into their mouths, into their bodies, and inviting into their homes you and the work that you do. So I want to make sure that you understand, this is not about an image. a lot of chefs like, take me who I am, you can take it or leave it. That's great, but there's going to be a lot of people leaving it because a client doesn't need you shoving you down their throats. Be you, let them be them. But be sure of this, that when people look at others, they look at it through a lens of how they view themselves, and they feel closer to people that they feel alike with than people they feel different with. And if a client's choosing to do business with you, they're going to choose somebody who they feel aligned with. They're viewing it through their lens, political, religious, style wise, fashion wise, like every single filter that a human has. They're looking, is this person like me? Does this person value what I value? Right? And that's the person they're bringing into their home to feed their children. If the chef is different than them, it's probably because they're trying to align themselves with a chef that they want to be more like. So they might like a little bit of edginess and a tattooed chef and that sort of thing, but they're still looking for reliable, solid character, values, a solid, principled chef. And maybe your presence on social media doesn't show all of that. The thing about tattoos, I've worked with placement agencies that don't even want to interview a chef who has tattoos. And I'm not making a judgment about you and your tattoos. I'm not going to share with you my opinions. But what I can tell you is that clients who don't have tattoos, they're either looking for people that they align with, and they're doing it visually and going, that person's not like me. Or if they're willing to work with a chef who does have those tattoos, they're looking to align with them in a way that they know their character aligns with them. So if you've got visual appearances which don't align with the client that you want to attract, you're going to have to tell a story on social media that helps them get past that judgment that they are making. It's not about you. It's a judgment each of us makes as consumers. So those are the 10 reasons that clients would turn away from you. And 70% of them are making judgments based on what's on your social media. Hang on for a minute, and I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you need to do in order to clean up your social media. And then I will tell you what this stat is, because this is really important for you, chef. Here's the thing, 3 things that you can do on your social media. Number 1, clean it up. Just delete some stuff. Delete that video of you doing body shots, all right? Some of that stuff does not need to be out there. But number 2, why not consider making some of your channels private so that they go out to the audience, your friends, that you want that stuff shown to, and not to others. There are some things that probably should be private. And then number 3, begin to curate a genuine and a positive image that offsets what other people are making judgments about. And that can run the entire gamut of you being a person of color, somebody in the LGBTQ community, someone in the BIPOC community, somebody who's proud of their tattoos, engages with which other people might find offensive or off-putting. It doesn't matter whether it is or not. And I want you to be proud of who you are. But you need to be, if you want to grow your business, aware of the filters and the lens from which your clients are viewing you. And if you can't align with them through the story through the presence that you're making online, then you need to curate a story that helps them see who you really are and look past those things so that they want to invite you into their home to feed them so that you can put things into their body. It's a very intimate experience what you're doing, chef, and have them invite you to feed their children and meet their best friends. It's a very close relationship that you're having. Food is one of the closest relationships that you can have with other individuals. It's why you love it, chef. I get that. But you may have to remove some of the barriers that keep clients from wanting to hire you. And that brings me to this last stat. Not only do we know that 70% of people are making decisions about what chefs they're hiring based on what's on social media, but 54% of them are turning down work with chefs because of what's on there. So they're using it to screen you and they're turning away more than half the time. So chef, please evaluate what is the story that your social media is saying about you and what you can do following those 3 tips to clean that up, to curate a positive image so that when people see you and when they hear your message, they say, that's the chef that I want in my home. That's the chef that I want nourishing my body, restoring my health, helping my family regain our free time and our connection. And I hope that this tip is helpful for you. I welcome you to put comments below and to like and follow and subscribe because I'm here to help chefs and have been doing it since 1997, running my own private chef business and now helping chefs to launch and grow their own business so that you, chef, can start calling your own shots, doing what you love, and getting paid what you're worth. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Put up a great post that tells the things that you're grateful about and the wonderful things that you do. I look forward to seeing it on social media. You know where you can find me. And above all else, chef, work safely. Okay, bye for now.